the other day I was passing by Toys R Us and I decided, on an off chance that there might be something new there, to check it out. And lo and behold, what did I find but the comic book series 1 figures from McFarlane Toys. This is my first McFarlane toy in quite a while. I used to be a big McFarlane fan. I got some of the X-Files figures that McFarlane did, some of the Spawn figures even. Even though I wasn't a big Spawn fan, I really enjoyed the sculpt and the articulation. However, they started to lose articulation more and more. So I was really interested to see how they were going to do these Walking Dead figures, and whether they would be more statue than figures. They had all of the figures, which you see on the back here, including their special features. They had all of them except for Rick Grimes, which, I mean, you have to have. So I'm probably going to be looking for him at Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and if I don't find him there for a nice price, I'll probably try and pick him up online somewhere. You can see the 4 figures in the first wave are Rick Grimes, Michonne, the Zombie Roamer, and the Zombie Lurker. Right now we're going to focus on Michonne. Not how I expected her to look color-wise. Now, it's hard to tell whether they did it justice or not color-wise, because the comics, as I read them, are black and white. So you have no basis for colors, and unfortunately she looks like she's out of the 80s or early 90s, the way she dresses. Yeah, I don't know if I would pick those colors and designs for her clothes, but the rest of the figure, the way it's sculpted and particularly the articulation, is very good. Now look at the details on her face and her hair, the dreads in her hair, the buttons on her clothes, and the studs on her belt. Very nice. Very nicely done. Her boots have treads on them. The laces, all very nice. You can see her capri pants are kind of ripped there. And just a pretty good job all around. And you can tell her eyes are painted kind of looking over to her right, which is kind of neat, since, you know, she is kind of being wary of zombies, I guess, and she comes with lots of accessories, some very detailed. Of course, her primary weapon is a katana blade that she picks up in her travels, and it's a good anti-zombie weapon. It cuts off heads quietly and efficiently, without drawing attention to yourself like a gun would. So she also comes with some tools that would factor into the story. If you haven't read too far into the story, I am going to spoil things a little bit, so you might want to come back later after I do the go through the accessories. So she has a hammer, um, good for splitting heads up close and personal. But if she uses this and the other accessories that she comes with in another way, in a revenge torture of another character called the Governor. She also comes with a power drill that she uses to drill into him in several places, and a pair of pliers which she utilizes in a creative manicure, and finally a spoon which she uses quite creatively also in a little bit of well, I don't know what it is, but it is pretty horrific what she does with the spoon. I'll just leave it at that. So, nice bit of accessories. Although the most of them do factor in a little bit later in the series than her introduction. She is a key figure, probably the second most important character in the series on the whole, aside from Rick. So let's go over her articulation. Her head very nicely moves left and right. You can see the piece of jacket here is pretty flexible, so it does move out of the way. She also goes slightly up and down and side to side. Her arms go all the way around, out to the side that much. They bend and rotate at the elbow, and her wrists rotate. She's got some lower ab articulation here, or waist articulation. She goes left and right some, and forward and back as well. But the jacket does seem to get in the way a little bit of that. She has a soft piece of skirt, mini skirt here over her leggings, and which also does hide a little bit of her leg articulation. She does move forward and back a little bit at the hips. She rotates at the thigh here all the way around. Very nice. And bends one spot at the knee. That's alright. And that's about it. She does rotate here at the calf below her capri pants. So, fairly articulated figure. And I can't wait to get my hands on the Rick Grimes character, and I'm also can't wait to see how they're going to do the television versions of these characters. So anyway, start checking stores, because these are hitting right now, and they're actually hitting pretty early. I don't think they were really supposed to be out in stores until November. They're quite good. I do recommend them if you're fans of either the show or the comic book series. With that, I'll just say that'll be it, and stay tuned for my next review, and until then, I'll see you.